Japan is an island country in East Asia. It is situated in the northwest Pacific Ocean, and is bordered on the west by the Sea of Japan, while extending from the Sea of Okhotsk in the north toward the East China Sea, Philippine Sea, and Taiwan in the south. Japan is a part of the Ring of Fire, and spans an archipelago of 6,852 islands covering 377,975 square kilometers. The five main islands are Hokkaido, Honshu, Shikoku, Kyushu, and Okinawa. Tokyo is the nation's capital and largest city, followed by Yokohama, Osaka, Nagoya, Sapporo, Fukuoka, Kobe, and Kyoto. Japan is the 11th most populous country in the world, as well as one of the most densely populated and urbanized. About 3/4 of the country's terrain is mountainous, concentrating its population of 123.2 million on narrow coastal plains. Japan is divided into 47 administrative prefectures and 8 traditional regions. The Greater Tokyo area is the most populous metropolitan area in the world, with more than 35.6 million residents. Japan has been inhabited since the Upper Paleolithic period, though the first written mention of the archipelago appears in a Chinese chronicle finished in the 2nd century AD. Between the 4th and 9th centuries, the kingdoms of Japan became unified under an emperor and the imperial court based in Heian Ky. Beginning in the 12th century, political power was held by a series of military dictators and feudal lords and enforced by a class of warrior nobility. After a century-long period of civil war, the country was reunified in 1603 under the Tokugawa shogunate, which enacted an isolationist foreign policy. In 1854, a United States fleet forced Japan to open trade to the west, which led to the end of the shogunate and the restoration of imperial power in 1868. In the Meiji period, the Empire of Japan adopted a Western-modeled constitution and pursued a program of industrialization and modernization. Amidst a rise in militarism and overseas colonization, Japan invaded China in 1937 and entered World War II as an Axis power in 1941. After suffering defeat in the Pacific War and 2 atomic bombings, Japan surrendered in 1945 and came under a 7-year Allied occupation, during which it adopted a new constitution and began a military alliance with the United States. Under the 1947 Constitution, Japan has maintained a unitary parliamentary constitutional monarchy with a bicameral legislature, the National Diet. Japan is a highly developed country, and a great power in global politics. Its economy is the world's 3rd largest by nominal GDP and the 4th largest by PPP. Although Japan has renounced its right to declare war, the country maintains self-defense forces that rank as one of the world's strongest militaries. After World War II, Japan experienced record growth in an economic miracle, becoming the 2nd largest economy in the world by 1972 but has stagnated since 1995 in what is referred to as the lost decades. Japan has the world's highest life expectancy, though it is experiencing a decline in population. A global leader in the automotive, robotics and electronics industries, the country has made significant contributions to science and technology. The culture of Japan is well known around the world, including its art, cuisine, music, and popular culture, which encompasses prominent comic, animation, and video game industries. It is a member of numerous international organizations, including the United Nations, OECD, G20 and Group of 7. Fashion health. Fashion health is a form of massage parlor which circumvents Japanese laws by offering a range of services that stop short of sexual intercourse. Fashion health clubs are typically found in most of Japan's larger cities, operating out of physical premises decorated with bright flashing lights and generally bright and garish decor. They commonly post pictures of their masseuse employees near the entrance, though the face and eyes may be censored with pixelation or black strips. Some club entrances feature caricatured depictions of the services provided. Also known as fashion massage. It was especially famous by that name in the 1980s. Delivery health. Delivery health, also known as shuch health or by the abbreviation dirihiru, is a category of sex work in Japan that offers a call girl or escort service, dispatching sex workers to their customers' homes or to hotels. Delivery health businesses do not typically operate out of physical premises, instead employing freelancers, and advertise through handouts sent to mailboxes, posters in telephone booths, public toilets, and similar places, usually in large cities within Japan. Advertising is also conducted through a number of websites online. Image club. An image club, or imkara, is a type of brothel in Japan similar to fashion health parlors, differing in that image clubs are typically themed in the style of common or popular sexual fantasies, such as an office, a doctor's surgery, a classroom, or a train carriage. Sex workers employed at image clubs, whose activities are usually limited to oral sex, wear exaggerated costumes appropriate to the setting and the desire of the customer. Image clubs simulating molestation of female train passengers became popular in the wake of stricter enforcement of laws against groping on trains. Image clubs may offer itemized pricing for particular services, such as taking instant photographs, removing a woman's underwear or taking it home. Women working at image clubs are paid around 30,000 to 35,000 yen per day, and may make more than 1 million yen per month. Pink salon. A pink salon, or pinsaro for short, is a type of brothel in Japan which specializes in oral sex. Pink salons avoid criminalization under Japanese law by serving food, operating without showers or private rooms, and limiting the services provided to fellatio. Pink salons may also offer additional activities such as fingering a customer's companion, and sumida. Pink salons are found across Japan, and workers commonly see a dozen or more customers per shift. Soapland. Soapland, or spew, which first developed following the criminalization of compensated sexual intercourse with unacquainted persons in the late 1950s, began as a simple bathhouse service where women washed men's bodies. Originally referred to as torikoburo, meaning Turkish bath, the businesses were renamed following a 1984 campaign by Turkish scholar Nusret Sankuklu, with the name Soapland chosen as the winning entry in a nationwide contest. The term is a Japanlish term, constructed from the two English words soap and land. Soaplands exploit a loophole in Japanese law, wherein compensated sexual intercourse may be conducted between specified persons. In his book Fuzoku Igayo Torishimari, Kansai University professor Yoshikazu Nagai documented the practice of soapland businesses, wherein customers pay an entry fee to use the bathing facilities, and a separate fee for a massage. Whilst the massage takes place, the masseuse and the customer become acquainted, resulting in any paid sexual services following this as not being viewed as prostitution as defined by the law, an interpretation that has been utilized since the 1960s. However, some soaplands have, in previous decades, been prosecuted for violating the anti-prostitution law, having been deemed to be places of prostitution, resulting in the cessation of these businesses. A number of different types of soapland exist, typically located in complexes with varying numbers of soaplands. Well-known complexes can be found in Susukino in Sapporo, Yoshiwara and Kabukicho in Tokyo, Kawasaki, Kanazuan in Gifu, Agato in Shiga, Fukuhara in Kobe, Sagaminumida in Odawara, and Nakasuo in Fukuoka. A number of other areas, especially in onsen towns, also feature soaplands. Although the main clientele for soaplands are men, there are also a few soaplands specifically for female clients. Prices for a session at a soapland vary depending on location, time of day, rank of provider, and length of the session.